Hello guys, welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about time management mistakes that I actually did so you don't have to. So in this video, I'm going to share 5 mistakes I personally did so you won't have to. So the first mistake that I want to share is to actually focusing on learning rather than doing. And that actually is very big to me because it affected me for years. And the reason for that is I constantly see self-help YouTubers saying that how I read 50 books a year, how I read 100 books a year, 150 books a year. And it seems like reading or learning is the key in order for you to succeed. But the problem with that is if you just focus on learning and not doing, you won't progress. And that basically what happened to me for my first 3 years. My first 3 years is I have 4 websites and 2 of them failed. But right now I created a new website, so I have 3. The only difference from before is that right now I am focusing on a task first, and that is to create content. I'm focusing more on the doing, and after finishing those tasks, that's when the time I'm going to learn or read books. I'm not saying that we should not read books. In fact, I like books, I like learning, I like reading. But what I'm saying is that you should have a balance between learning and working on your goals. And that's what happened to me. I focused a lot on reading, but the problem is I forgot that I also need to work on my goals. So that's quite simple, but it actually made me stuck for about 3 years. And right now, I already know what to do. If you've watched my other video on my time management tips, you would know that my priority right now is to work on my goals. After that, I can read and I'm guilt-free because I've done the most important thing or my priority for the day. So make sure to do and learn, not only learn. Mistake number 2 is actually extreme multitasking. Take note of the word extreme because there's a research paper that says that a little bit of multitasking can help you stay productive. But remember, for the majority of people, multitasking is practically bad. Being productive in multitasking requires skills, and I'm going to show you that in another video. But for now, if you're starting out, it is way better for you to just focus on one thing. Don't multitask because it will be bad for your productivity. It is better to focus first on your most priority task rather than multitasking. And science has proven that multitasking is bad for your productivity. However, if you know how to multitask, then it can be beneficial. But too much of everything is bad for us. So mistake number 3 is actually having my phone near me while working. And that is really bad because in my experience, if I'm working because I'm a blogger, then I'll see my phone, I'll grab my phone, I'll browse social media, and all of a sudden 30 minutes to an hour of my time gone. So what I did is to actually block all notifications and as much as possible keep my phone on the other room or on the other side of the room. And that helped me a lot because I don't have distractions. If you want to focus on your work, if you want to be productive in finishing your task, I strongly suggest you keep your phone away from you or at least put it in airplane mode. Mistake number 4 is something that I found just recently, and that is working at the wrong time. And what I mean by working at the wrong time is because we are all different from each other. And for me, I am a morning person, so I know that I work at my best shape in the morning, while some people who are night owls work better at night. And what I mean by that is if you are a night owl and start doing your work in the morning, you're going to notice a big difference between your speed and the quality of your work. So what I've noticed is if I work right after waking up, when I'm feeling refreshed, I can finish more with less time. So make sure to find who you actually are and work according to your body. That seems like counterproductive with what other people say that you should always wake up in the morning. But I found that there are people who actually work better at night, and those are the night owls. So that's my mistake. It's good that you have a time block in working, but it's actually better if you put that time block on the certain time where you are the most awake or at your best shape. And also, time blocking after your lunch is a bad idea because you're just going to be sleepy. So mistake number 5 is actually the hardest one to fight, and that is procrastination. Because basically, all of us have a tendency to procrastinate. That includes me, and that happened to me a lot. And what helped me in my procrastination is actually a concept from the book The 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins. In Mel Robbins' book The 5-Second Rule, she said that if you don't want to do things, just count backwards from 5 to 0, then force yourself into doing things. It's quite weird, but it actually works. If I'm procrastinating, I'll just count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then do the work. It actually helped, and if you really want to learn more about the book, I actually have a video on the book summary of the 5-Second Rule. You can check that out in the description box. But that helped me a lot in my procrastination. The 5-Second Rule is working. I hope it also works for you. So there you have it. 5 mistakes that I personally did in time management.